بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Brothers and sisters everywhere, viewers everywhere, kids everywhere, hello and welcome to the 20th episode of our journey with Seerah, with the Seerah of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, on your show, Huda Quest. Today, actually, we're approaching the last 10 days of Ramadan, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept your salah, dua, and ihsan. And we've been recommended by the Prophet, peace be upon him, to do as much ihsan as we can, as much salah as we can, as much sadaqah as we can during these last 10 days of Ramadan. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless us and to help us witness Laylat al-Qadr. Today we're going to be talking about a very important event in the Seerah of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. It was mentioned in the Quran. We're going to be talking about Baīʿat Riḍwān, the pledge of Riḍwān. It was mentioned in the Quran, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talked about it in Surah Al-Fath. Allow me to welcome our participants who are going to participate in a competition. We're going to learn a lot through this competition. First, we have Rafif. Hello, Rafif. It's very nice to have you on the show.
Hello. I'm grateful to be on the show.
Thank you so much. We're grateful to have you as well. And we have Amina as well. Hello, Amina. It's very nice to have you on the show.
Hi, I'm very excited to be in this special episode.
Thank you so much. Indeed, it is a special episode because we're talking about a very important event of the Prophet's life. So, we have some questions, and through these questions, we're going to learn more about Baīʿat Riḍwān, inshallah, by the will of God. And we're going to learn more, and then we're going to, connect the information, connect the dots, tie some sort of the information with the visual cues with the second segment with more games, inshallah. So, Rafif, I'm going to be asking you 5 questions. Each question will come with 4 choices, and you're going to have 60 seconds to answer. With each correct answer, you'll get 10 points. So it's a competition. There's going to be a winner in the end. All right?
All right.
All right. So we're going to start now with the first question with Rafif. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Rafif, the first question goes, why did the Prophet, peace be upon him, go to Mecca? The Prophet, peace be upon him, had a dream that he was entering Mecca for Umrah with his companions. The Prophet, peace be upon him, wanted to fight Quraysh. The Prophet, peace be upon him, was ordered to go to Mecca. None of them.
The Prophet, peace be upon him, had dreamed that he was entering Mecca.
He was entering Mecca with his companions. Let's check the answer. That is indeed correct. So, remember we talked last time about Ghazwat al-Ahzab, Ghazwat al-Khandaq, the Battle of the Trench. And after that, a while after that, the Prophet, peace be upon him, had a dream. And we know that the dreams of the prophets are wahi. It's revelation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the Prophet had that dream that he was entering Mecca with his companions. Now the dream did not specify in what year that will happen. So the Prophet then told his companions, who were very happy to hear that, and they got ready and they took the road to Mecca. What happened after that? We're going to learn with the upcoming questions. So, it's your turn, Amina. Now, the Prophet decided to go to Mecca. Let's see what Quraysh decided about that, or what Quraysh saw of that. Your question will go. What did Quraysh decide when they knew the Prophet, peace be upon him, and the believers were coming for Umrah? Welcome them? Prevent them from coming to Mecca? Help them? Advise them?
I think prevent them from coming to Mecca.
Prevent them from coming to Mecca. Yes, the answer is indeed correct. So Quraysh got news of that the Prophet and the believers were coming to Mecca. And they consulted one another, and they made up their mind that they were going to do as much as they can, all they could, to prevent the Prophet and the believers from entering Mecca out of stubbornness, complete stubbornness. So, we're going to learn what happened after that with you, Rafif. The question goes, Rafif. what happened when we're gonna learn now what happened after that. So the third question goes, who was the Prophet's ambassador to Quraysh? Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, may Allah be pleased with him. Umar ibn al-Khattab, may Allah be pleased with him. Uthman ibn Affan, may Allah be pleased with him. Ali ibn Abi Talib, may Allah be pleased with him.
I think that he is Uthman ibn Affan.
Uthman ibn Affan radiyallahu an. Let's check the answer. We know that Uthman ibn Affan is called Dhun Nurayn, the one with two lights, because he got married to two of the Prophet's daughters. Good job, thank you so much. The answer is correct. So what happened was that the Prophet, the Prophet knew that they were going to prevent them, and then the Prophet decided to send an ambassador to assure them. Oh, this is actually the upcoming question. But the Prophet decided to send an ambassador, and we're going to learn why the Prophet decided to do that. What happened was that Prophet, peace be upon him, in the beginning thought or asked Umar to do that. And Umar radiallahu anhu thought, Prophet, peace, I don't have that much in common, or I don't have good relations with Quraysh, but Uthman does. It would be a better idea to send Uthman instead of me. And the Prophet, peace be upon him, listened to Umar's suggestion. And then we're going to have the fourth question with Amina, and we're going to learn what happened after that. So, the question goes, why did the Prophet, peace be upon him, send Uthman bin Affan as an ambassador to Quraysh? To assure them that his goal and aim of coming was only for Umrah, to negotiate some business with them, to ask about some things, to look for some things.
I think to assure them that his goal and aim of coming was only for Umrah.
Alright, let's check the answer. That is indeed correct. Good job. So Prophet, peace be upon him, sent Uthman to assure them that our goal, we're only coming here for Umrah. There is no intention of fighting or anything. It's just for Umrah. And they were all wearing ihram. And they got their hadi, sacrifices, with them as well. Alright, we're going to continue with you, Rafif, with the fifth question. And the fifth question goes, what was the cause of the pledge of the tree, Baīʿat al-Riḍwān? When it was suspected that Uthman bin Affan, may Allah be pleased with him, was killed, Quraysh fought the Prophet, peace be upon him. Quraysh sending an ambassador, none of them.
I think that it will be when it was suspected that Uthman bin Affan was killed.
When it was suspected that Uthman bin Affan, may Allah be pleased with him, was killed. Let's check the answer. The answer is certainly correct. So what happened was that Uthman bin Affan, radiyallahu anhu, may Allah be pleased with him, stayed for a long time in there, negotiating and talking with them, and they kept him there. And it was suspected then Uthman ibn Affan, radiyallahu anhu, was killed. The messenger of the Prophet to them, the ambassador of the Prophet, was killed. And it was well known back then, no matter what, even if there is a war between two parties, a messenger is never or should never be killed. That's why they always say, or the idiom that we have in English, don't shoot the messenger. So the messenger is never killed. So when it was suspected that, what happened? Well, we're going to learn with Amina, with the sixth question. Amina, your question goes, how many were the companions who pledged under the tree? More than 1,400, 270, 50?
I think more than 1,400.
More than 1,400. Let's check the answer. Yes, the answer is certainly correct. So what happened then is that 1,000 or more than 1,400 companions pledged to the Prophet, peace be upon him, to never leave and to continue with the Prophet, peace be upon him. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed a verse in the Quran regarding that. Okay, we're going to continue with Rafif. Again, Rafif, the seventh question goes, who was the first companion to pledge the pledge of the tree, Baīʿat al-Riḍwān? Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiyallahu anhu, Abu Sinan al-Asadi radiyallahu anhu, Sa'ad bin Mu'adh radiyallahu anhu, Ali bin Abi Talib radiyallahu anhu. So,
I think that's a hard question.
it is indeed a hard question. Okay, I'm gonna make it easy for you. We know that Sa'ad bin Mu'adh radiyallahu anhu had passed away by then. He had already passed away at that time, so he didn't witness that event. What do you think?
think that's Abu
Sinan al-Asadi radiyallahu an. Okay, let's check the answer. Indeed, the answer is correct. Good job. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rafif. Okay, your turn, Amina. And the question goes. The 8th question goes, which companion did the Prophet, peace be upon him, pledge on his behalf? Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiyallahu an, Umar ibn al-Khattab radiyallahu an, Uthman ibn Affan radiyallahu an, Ali ibn Abi Talib radiyallahu an. I think it would make perfect sense to know the right answer, since Uthman radiyallahu an was there in Mecca. And
I think Uthman ibn Affan.
Uthman ibn Affan radiyallahu an, of course. So this is very easy. All the companions were with the Prophet. Good job, thank you. Correct answer. All the companions were with the Prophet except for Uthman bin Affan radiyallahu an. And the Prophet said, this is my hand for Uthman. هذه يدي عن Uthman. And it was definitely a great honor that Uthman radiyallahu an was really pleased when he knew about that later on, that the Prophet pledged on his behalf with the Prophet's own hand. Okay, the 9th question with Rafif. The 9th question, it's a historical question, and it goes, when did the pledge of the tree Baīʿat Riḍwān take place? The 5th year of Hijrah, the 6th year of Hijrah, the 7th year of Hijrah, the 10th year of Hijrah. Go ahead.
I guess that's the 6th year of
The
Hijrah.
6th year of Hijrah. Let's check the answer. Indeed, the answer is correct. Good job. Thank you so much. And the last question. And if you've been paying attention, I talked about that in the beginning of the episode, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed a verse in the Quran regarding that. I was gonna say it. Okay. The question goes, in which surah was the pledge of the tree Baīʿat Riḍwān mentioned? Surah Al-Baqarah, Surah Al-Nisa, Surah Al-Fath, Surah Al-Kahf. And the verse was, لَقَدْ رَضِيَ اللَّهُ عَنِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ إِذْ يُبَايِعُونَكَ تَحْتَ الشَّجَرَةِ. Allah is pleased with the believers when they pledge to you under the tree.
I think it's Surah Al-Fath.
Surah Al-Fath. Surah Al-Fath. Let's check the answer. Indeed, it is correct. Good job. Thank you so much. So we learned quite a lot today about Baīʿat Riḍwān. So the first thing was that the Prophet, peace be upon him, had a dream. And we know that the dreams of the prophets are revelation, wahi, that he was entering Mecca with his companions, and then he told his companions, they got ready, they went to Mecca. Quraysh made up their mind they were going to prevent them from entering Mecca, and then the Prophet sent to them Uthman as an ambassador to assure them that the intention was only to perform Umrah and visit Al-Masjid Al-Haram. And then it was suspected that Uthman radiallahu anhu was killed, and when that happened, the companions pledged to the Prophet under the tree, and it was called the pledge of Ar-Riḍwān. It was mentioned in the Quran. The number of them, it was more than 1400. The first companion who pledged under the tree was Abu Sinan al-Asadi, and it was mentioned in the Quran in Surah Al-Fath. Okay, thank you so much. We're going to learn more about Surah Al-Fath and what is Al-Fath. Inna fatahna laka fathan mubina. What was that fath? But in the next episode, inshallah. Now, it's time for a short break, and then we'll be right back with some games. Brothers and sisters, stay tuned. We're going to be back after this break. Brothers and sisters everywhere, we are back to your show, Huda Quest. And now it's time for the games segment. We're going to play some games, and they're all connected to the information we talked about in the previous segment, which was a lot of information. All right, we're going to start with you, Rafif. It's going to be a puzzle. Do you like puzzles?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it's a puzzle with pieces scattered around, and you have to piece it together. All right?
All right.
Okay, Let's have the puzzle. Rearrange the image. Here it is. So the way it works is that you pick the number from the outside and link it to the one inside. Go ahead.
1 with 2.
1 with 2.
No, 1
Nope.
with 5.
No, 1 with 5, yes.
And 7 with 8.
Yes.
And 3 with 6. 6 with 3, sorry.
6 with 3.
9 with 9. And 3 with 6. And 8 with 4. And 2 with 1. And 5 with 7. And the last one is 4 with 2.
4 with 2. Well done. Thank you so much. Good job. That's a big tree indeed. And whenever we remember the tree, we talk about the tree, we remember Baīʿat Riḍwān that occurred under that tree, which was mentioned in the Quran. All right, your turn, Amina. Now, Amina, it's a 1-1. It's going to be what? Guess the image.
Okay.
Guess the image. So it's an image, and you're going to guess it with, I'm going to just reveal two for you, and then you'll have to guess it. And then you get 10 points if you guess it correctly. Let's have guess the image.
Can I reveal 5?
Yes, number 5.
They are some camels.
Camels with people. What are they
Yeah.
doing?
They are moving to.
Yes, to another place.
Yeah, they are moving to another.
Would you like to reveal another one to check?
No.
Okay, let's see. Indeed, the answer is certainly correct. Good job. See? Easy ones, yes.
Yeah.
Well, the easy ones prepare you for the difficult ones. So now we have Think and Match, which is my favorite, but also the most challenging one. Okay, 5 pairs of pictures. We're going to connect them together to figure out, and we're going to figure out a connection between them. It's related to this episode, all right?
Okay.
Okay, let's have it. Think and Match. All right, numbers.
Okay, we'll match like.
Yes, things like, for example, I'm gonna help you with the first one. So,
Okay.
5 with C. 5 with C.
Is this correct?
No, not correct. Oh, really? Okay, fine, no problem. 2 with E. 2 with E. Yes, you see 2 with E. The companions, the prophets, they were all going to Mecca. And Uthman radiallahu anhu, number 4 with?
B.
With B. Yes, that is correct. It was suspected that Uthman was killed. Yes.
And C with 1.
C with 1.
1.
Yes, it was mentioned in the Quran.
And 5 with A.
5.
5 with D.
Yes.
And 3 with D. With D. With D.
See? Yes, that's good. Good job. Thank you. Good job. That was really difficult, even for me. Okay, so the first one is the pledge under the tree was mentioned in Surah
Al-Fath.
Al-Fath. And the second one, the Prophet and the companions were traveling to
To Mecca.
Mecca. How many were they? More than
More than 1,400.
400. And it happened when
Uthman, they thought that Uthman ibn Affan was killed.
they thought that Uthman ibn Affan radiallahu anhu was killed, and it was done under the tree. Good job. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was good. 10 points. Yeah, well deserved, actually. Well deserved. All right. We're going to continue with Amina with reorder the events. So, we talked about many events today. Now we just need to reorder them. And I think the order will make a lot of sense. It's going to be easy. Let's have it.
Okay.
And now here we are. We have reorder the events. So, Uthman bin Affan is sent to assure Quraysh of the aim and purpose. Doubts grow over whether Uthman was killed. The Prophet, peace be upon him, and his companions head to Mecca. The companions pledge the pledge of the tree, Baīʿat Riḍwān.
I think first one, the Prophet, peace be upon him, and his companions head to Mecca.
Good, that's the first one.
Then Uthman ibn Affan is sent to assure
Uthman ibn Affan,
Quraysh of the aim and purpose.
Of course, number 2.
And the third one, doubts go over whether Uthman was killed.
Doubts grow over whether Uthman was killed. Yes.
Yeah. And last, the companions
Pledge.
pledged the pledge of the tree Baīʿat Riḍwān.
Good job. Thank you very much. Wonderful. Yes, that was great. All right, we're done with the games. That was great, mashallah. Amazing
Yeah.
performance. Both of you, you've got a lot of information about Baīʿat Riḍwān, and we learned quite a lot today about this special event in the Prophet's life and in the companions' lives as well. All right, now this was a competition, but the aim itself was not the competition. However, we competed together, and now it's time to announce who is the winner. Our
Okay.
computer is gonna tally up all the points, and here they are.
Oh, it's a tie.
Rafif 70,
Cool.
Amina 70 as well. It's a tie. Yeah, we keep having ties on this show because we always have so great and informative and knowledgeable children who always answer all the questions correctly. We can't help it. All right, good job both of you, mashallah. Congratulations. Thank you, Rafif, for being with us.
Thank you too. I'm grateful to be here.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Amina, for being with us as well.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. That was so good.
Thank you so much. Thank you, brothers and sisters everywhere. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you during these blessed days. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept your salah, dua, and ihsan. Until we see you again tomorrow, inshallah, with a new episode where we're going to be talking about Sulh al-Hudaybiyah, the Treaty of al-Hudaybiyah. Be always well. Yastawdi'akum Allah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Ba-da